So if we hold down Control and start masking, that'll go ahead and start masking these eyeballs. One trick you can do is we can do mask outer, no, mask inner. There we go. You can do mask inner, which is basically this depth sample mask. If you hold down Control, and you can clone off this mask brush, this mask pin, and if you bring this, turn on depth mask and bring your inner depth up to a very small amount, not all the way to 0, but just to a smaller amount, that'll go ahead and respect surface changes here. So for example, if we grab a cylinder here, and we go ahead and make it Polymesh 3D, and we go ahead and crease it, and then we go ahead and apply that, and you hold down Control. Let's go ahead and Dynamesh this too as well. There you go. So as we're Dynameshing this, it'll kind of stop at that border, as opposed to if I just had mask pin, it wouldn't respect that border at all. So by having that one, we can now just kind of quickly go through here, and it's not perfect, but it'll go ahead and just kind of auto mask for me. So on the eyelids here, we can try to utilize that just a bit here. I basically want to stop this mask at the eyelids, and of course we can clean it up too. So we can hold down Control Alt and tap to sharpen that mask up, and then we'll go back to our mask pin, and we'll hold down Alt, and we will mask that out. Now when I have a mask on here, I can hit Control W to group mask clear masked. That's under your polygroup options here. And now what I'm going to do is just start painting more masks in here. So I'm going to hold down Control, and I'm also, well, I don't have to hold down Control for this. I'm going to go to brush menu, auto masking, mask by polygroups up to 100. So when I start Control and masking, it'll stop at that polygroup. So whatever polygroup I start painting on, it'll go ahead and stop there. So now I'm going to, oh, I should mention this too. So what we're basically doing is go to zbrushforillustrators.com. If you scroll down, here's Tony Leonard. He's on the Pixelogic channel as well. He does really cool stuff with rendering and mech stuff. And then Steve James here. We're basically going through, and we've already blocked in the face, and now we're just going to go through and group this face so we can Z-remesh it a little bit better. And we're going to use these polygroups as guidelines instead of going in here to be Z-remesher guides. So if you can grab these Z-remesher guides, you can also go through here and you can draw curves to control surface, how it's going to draw your surface. You can also go in here, and also let's turn off line. There we go, we can see that a little bit better. So now we can just go through here and we can start masking where we want those polygroups to go, like so. And this will just allow us to control our edge flow with Z-remesher a little bit more. Sorry, my voice sounds like that. Let me, I should do like an accent. I am in Texas. Maybe if I did more of a cowboy thing. So how y'all doing this morning? Y'all like ZBrush? Y'all like watching ZBrush? I sure do like being in ZBrush. It's a real fun program, I should say. All right, so then we can hit, well, let's go ahead and make this part of the browse. We're going to take this here, and we're going to scoot this up like so, and this will come around the nose. It's right around to the nasal bone here. We'll go ahead and take this here. So kind of like a robin thing. Then we're going to hit Control W. And then again, all we got to do is hold down Control. And as soon as we start painting on this green one, it'll go ahead and auto mask, so it won't go into the blue area. And now we can do an eyelid loop. And hit Control W. And actually, let's clean this up a little bit. There we go. And then it looks like the nose will go in one. There we go. And we're going to do just one ring around the lips as well. Control W, and then hold down Control, and we'll go all the way around the bottom of the mouth here. Control W. And the inside of the ear. This is also going to help if I go to UV this thing as well. So what I'm going to do is take the entire ear and put it in a polygroup. So later I can pop this thing off as a polygroup, because you can turn on the polygroup option within ZBrush. And anything that kind of extrudes from your character, like the nose and stuff, it's kind of useful to UV by itself. In this case, what I would do is probably polygroup the entire nose by itself, which I could do later. I could change these polygroups up, but we can hit Control W. And then we can also, if you have any places like this where you got a stray polygroup in here, sometimes you can go down here to the polygroup menu. Where are we at? There we go. And we can do merge similar groups, or not merge similar groups, merge stray groups, and sometimes doing, and those will just kind of clean up little areas in here. But this one in here, if we isolate this red area, you're going to see I have some stragglers out here. So what I'm going to do is do a quick auto groups, and then I'll bring everything else back. I'll do a quick mirror and weld, and now I can grab this one, invert that, Control Shift clicking it, by the way, and now I can kind of merge those, and it looked like I had. Nope. Okay, I thought I had another stray, but that's another easy way to clean that up. And then on this one here, even if you don't want to see everything, you can also isolate this, and then you can go through here and you can just Control Mask, or again, just have your masking set to Auto Mask up to 100. Auto Mask polygroups up to 100, and that'll go ahead and keep your masks constrained within there. There we go. We'll hit Control W. And maybe for the neck here, do I want to continue that up a little bit more? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go here. Got a big neck. Control W. And right around the lips, I think we're going to need one solid loop here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to just isolate these two. And, oh, you know what? We might need to inflate this a little bit. Let's do a little corrective sculpting. So I'm going to go ahead and inflate this out. Go ahead and turn off Mask by Polygroups. I just need a little bit more wiggle room. And I probably should have fixed that a little bit in the sculpt, but I'm trying to leave the corners of the mouth open enough so I can go through here later and see if we can re-dynamesh. We'll leave it alone. And now I'm going to grab this upper lip here. I'm going to swap over. I want these to be all one polygroup. And we can even, oh wait, we Mask by Polygroups back up to 100. That's why. So I'm going to go here, around, and then on this bottom part here. There we go. And we are going to be polishing these lines just a little bit. And again, just real quick, maybe I could do a merge stray groups. And you can also go through here. This is a little bit high resolution, so I don't normally use ZModeler for this, but what you can do is you can hold down Alt and start painting, and then hold down Shift, or just tap Shift, and you can go through here, and you can actually clean this up a bit, and just start painting really quickly. So if you wanted to, you can, again, hold down Alt, start painting, tap Shift, and then you can just inherit that polygroup here. So you can go through here, and just start painting these polygroups in. Again, not something I would do at this higher of a resolution, but in a pinch, it might actually help a little bit. And that's just basic ZModeler functionality. All right, I think we're pretty good to go. And we got the inner eyelids as one. Oh, okay, there's where the little stray thing is. So let's invert that. Let's grab this one here, Control W. I think that'll work. Okay. So we got that all set up. I'll go ahead and hit quick save.